Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now I am doing number 1 from your homework, and it is a cosecant graph, which a cosecant graph is related to a sine function. Okay, so like you always do, you find the important stuff. This is your amplitude. Your period is equal to 2 pi divided by b, and in this case, b is 1/3 times x, so it's 1/3. You put that in your calculator, you find out that your period is 6 pi. Your phase shift is equal to c, which is 5 pi over 6, divided by your b, which is 1/3. But you put that in your calculator and you get 5 pi over 2. And then your vertical shift is up 2 because of this 2. Okay? So if you need to pause the video to take that down, feel free. I'm just going to write down the stuff that we got. We know that our phase shift is 5 pi over 2. We know that our vertical shift is up 2. All right, and now we got to find our left and right endpoints. All right. So our left endpoint, remember we're just going to take this middle for our left endpoint and set it equal to 0. So it'll be x divided by 3 minus 5 pi over 6 equals 0. Add 5 pi over 6 to both sides, and you get x over 3 is equal to 5 pi divided by 6, multiply by 3 on both sides, and you get x is equal to 5 pi over 2. So that is my left end. Right end, once again, take that same information, set it equal to 2 pi. So I have x over 3 minus 5 pi divided by 6 equals 2 pi. I'm going to add 5 pi over 6 to both sides. I get x over 3 is equal to 17 pi over 6. Multiply both sides by 3. And you get x is equal to 17 pi over 2. So my right end is equal to 17 pi over 2. Okay. So once again, if you would like to pause this and go from there to try and make sure you fully understand it, feel free. You can pause it if you want. You can do whatever you want to. But I'm going to go ahead and delete it off. All right, so now we're going to graph our function. So, first thing I always tell you guys to do is deal with your vertical shift, if there is one. There's a vertical shift of 2. So I'm going to mark my graph. So because it went up to, my new fake x-axis is right here. My new fake x-axis. Once you have that, you want to go ahead and mark your amplitude. So my amplitude was up 2, down 2. So I'm going to go up 2 to 4. That's my max. Down 2 to 0. That's my min. So I mark those off. Next thing I'm going to do is mark my start point and my finish point. My start point is at 5 pi divided by 2. My end point is 17 pi divided by 2. And because cosecant is related to sine, remember my sine always starts down first, right? So therefore that means that my first point will actually be in the center, because sine starts with an intercept. So my first point will be in the center. And then to figure out what these numbers are, I'm going to take my period and divide it by 4. So if my period is 6 pi, divide that by 4. You get 3 pi over 2. So I'm going to add 3 pi over 2 to each one. So I go from 5 pi over 2 to 4 pi. 4 pi to 11 pi over 2. And then 11 pi over 2 to 7 pi. Okay? So now that I have that, my midpoint will also be in center. And now, like I said, because it's a sine function, and remember it correlates to a sine function, so therefore, you know how sine functions would normally go like this, you could actually make the sine function. Right? So therefore, my cosecant will go like this. So it'll be up first. And then down. Oh, I went too far. Sorry, guys. So remember, this is my minimum point. Just like that. Okay? And if you want to remove your sine function, you definitely can. Then all you're left with is your cosecant. And that is your cosecant graph. Yay! Okay, if you have any questions, once again, you can post onto Edmodo and let